Okay, in this video, I'll go through how we do liquidity providing for Fluffy and Pulse. Now, Fluffy is an interesting one. It's a meme token, and the market cap is $43,000, and you can see that there's actually 40,000 liquidity being provided. So most of the holder of Fluffy appear to have provide liquidity for this. And I think there's a good reason for that, because if you look at the chart of Fluffy, this is obviously USD price, but the way we want to look at it is switch it to Rep Pulse, or which is Pulse. So you can see that logarithmic, actually, let's expand on that. So it drops down. So this is relative to Pulse, and then it goes up and then down, up. So it seems to be going perhaps in this range now. So Fluffy will probably move in line with the price of Pulse. That's what we're hoping. And this is really good. If it goes sideways like that for constantly, the best way to actually earn a yield from that is actually to provide liquidity. If you want to hold both long term, this is a great thing. And now what happens if this price start to go up, if the ratio of Fluffy to Pulse start going up and you're providing liquidity, then you end up with the one that has a lesser value, which I don't mind buying more. I've got 8 at the moment. Apparently there's only 500 in circulation, so according to that, the definition of a whale, so I guess I am a whale. If you have more than 5 Fluffy, you are actually a whale. So, and for me to sell it, it could affect the price. So you never want to sell if you are a whale in the ecosystem, or even a shark. So the way to get out is actually to provide liquidity. So what happened then is, if that start to come down, if the ratio start to come down as Fluffy is getting worthless, you will end up with more Fluffy and more Fluffy and less Pulse. If the ratio is going up, then you will get more Pulse and less Fluffy. So if this ratio will continue to go up from now, so it's effectively like you're selling your Fluffy for more Pulse. And this is what is called, obviously this loss is what we call impermanent loss. So impermanent loss is useful if you want to cash out. And so without actually affecting the price when you're exiting the ecosystem. And as it is impermanent, you don't realize that loss until you actually pool your liquidity. Okay, let's illustrate that. So let's to do this liquidity, the first thing is obviously you type in Fluffy here and you find this pair, and you can see that most of the liquidity is in V2, which, as we know, the V2 pulseX has gives you the fees, whereas V1 doesn't. So you copy the contract code for Fluffy, you go over there and you click this liquidity side and you choose V2. Then you go and paste this address for Fluffy, and yes, I understand, import. Now you got Fluffy. As you can see, I've got 8 Fluffy here. So if I pay this 8 Fluffy, I would need the same amount in Pulse. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is obviously pay this up, enable Fluffy. Ooh, okay, on 3.25% of the share of the pool, and you don't have to change that. Let's go next. It's going to cost you 64 Pulse, which is fine. Sign the transaction, Okay, processing. So now we're enabling this pair. Okay, then you got to supply 8 of Fluffy and 9,914,950 pulse. So enable supply to this farm. So make sure you do under V2, because if you do under V1, you're not going to get the fees back and forth. So as I say, this is good if the price fluctuates, if the ratio just go within the range for impermanent loss. But I don't really mind if it goes either way. You know, like it's asset that I'm gonna keep long term anyway. So what you probably want to do is then this Pls LP is in there now. Okay, let's put that in. MetaMask. So that's there. Okay, so this is done. So you can see that it's a V2 LP farm. I've got this amount of Fluffy, this amount of Pulse, and I own 3.25% of the pool. So as the price move up and down, you'll see this ratio change. So it's good to just record down these with the price of each asset, keep a record of it, and then just check through it once in a while, and hopefully it will just move in between this range, and hopefully you'll collect some fees either way. Thank you very much.